first CIA press campaign with the brand new Minister of Justice Cuneo Libarona. Today on Wednesday, January 3, 2024. We are going to finish the CTD chapter of Cuneo Libarona. The CTD note has two blatant lies, which I can also prove documentary. A lie that is legal is about the Lago Escondido case. He says there in the interview with Jorge Fontevecchia. Cuneo Libarona says that Judge Ercolini also attended Lago Escondido. Among other judicial authorities, managers and employees of the Clarin Group also attended. Cuneo Libarona says that it was a social meeting and that there was no pending legal case between them. He lies. Why does he lie? Because Clarin and the Nation were denounced by me in the Federal Court Number 10 of Julian Ercolini in the file 3790-2014 and 4631-2015. I am the witness. The day I went to Comodoro PY to denounce the newspaper Clarin and La Nación. Since 2009 I have been monitored by the satellite, and obviously since the CIA and the Argentine media are partners, they told Clarin and the Nation about my future complaint. Then the Clarin Group sent the journalist from TN and the newspaper La Nación, Joaquin Morales Solá, to a corner of Plaza San Martin, where I crossed it and there he made a sign to me not to denounce them. The monitor shared by the Argentine government with the AFI and managed by the CIA. You see that the satellite is here. I am the witness and the witness tells you that the monitor notified Morales Solá. At a corner on the same side path to Plaza San Martin he gave me a sign with his head, telling me not to go. And what did I do? I went, obviously. And why did I go? Because they never stop mocking and extorting. Now what are all those involved and accomplices doing? Exactly the same. So Mr. Cuneo Libarona is lying. Said that in Lago Escondido, between judicial officials and Clarin managers, there was no pending case. Ercolini had my legal cases and he has my cases, and on top of that it was ratified and updated in the complaint as of October 6, 2022. 3,599 2020 seconds and on August 25, 2022 in 2,880 2020 seconds. The file 3,599 2020 seconds. Now, if everyone bets that I'm going to die or it's good to know, because the least I'm going to do is die or let ourselves be killed by you. Now, Cuneo Libarona, he lies blatantly. Because Ercolini and the Clarin officials know very well that Ercolini have my criminal case. Macri and Loretta knew that I denounced them in 2022, as you saw before. In file 3,599 2020 seconds, his secretary N degree 20 was challenged and denounced for not complying with the Criminal Procedure Code and providing me with the authentic copy file 3,790 2014 in his federal court number 10, in addition to the final Nation. In those same weeks, I obtained the authentic copies and final resolution of the federal court number 1 of Servini de Cubria and J.F. Number 4 by Ariel Lijo. I denounced them in the file note 3,599 2020 seconds for not complying with the nation's criminal code and providing free of charge the corresponding authentic copies of case 3,790 2014 in 2014. There is an open process there. In that case 3,599 2020 seconds, Secretary number 20 is denounced and Judge Ercolini has also been challenged and accused of illicit association, denial of justice, concealment, prevarication. The first lie was that Judges Servini de Cubria and Capuchetti are neat and orderly. If I list some judicial cases of Servini de Cubria, the case of fake oncological drugs to finance Cristina Kirchner's presidential campaign is pending. If she solves this case, which she will never solve, it is related to the murders of General Rodriguez. 3 or 4 turtles escaped from Servini de Cubria. Mrs. Capuchetti forgot to put the prosecutor. She recognizes the crime of public action and does not appoint the prosecutor. Now we repeat. Cuneo Libarona. If you all bet on me dying. Thanks for the warning. The least I'm going to do is put myself at risk as a witness, complainant and victim. Now I show you the daily harassment of the CIA. Here surrounded by all the criminals. Did you see that yesterday in the video you heard the knocks above the ceiling? Harvard president resigns amid plagiarism claims, backlash from anti-Semitism testimony. That is the extortion platform for me. Moral, psychological. Down to the wire to extort money from me. Why are you harassing me with that note? Because she is called Mrs. Claudine Gay, because of the sexual thing. The CIA harasses me because she is black, because of anti-Semitism. Now forms matter Cuneo Libarona, and Nelson Castro. There is no judicial requirement here. And there are no human requirements whatsoever. Only technological devices and people with a desire to constantly disturb the witness are established. Who is also declared disabled. The least you can do is disturb a disabled person and give their opinion on the health of the disabled person. You are not competent people, the criminals that you all are. Committing crimes here in Argentina. In my life and my house. We repeat. To the CIA, to the Argentine media, to Mr. Kisilov and his Buenos Aires police. And you neighbors who extort and disturb my person and privacy every day. And to the Argentine national government. I repeat it for the last time. You continue to pretend to be alive. I am going to send a document letter to President Milei and his Minister of Justice, Cuneo Libarona. By lying, I have all the corresponding judicial evidence that he is lying. The man was the defense attorney in the Lago Escondido case. And in the case of the driver Centeno's notebooks. He has tremendous impartiality. To be Minister of Justice. I hit the beginning of the formation of President Milei's cabinet. He was the lawyer or as a friend of Mario Pergolini because of Argentine soccer. Here it is evident that he works for the Argentine media. I go through the compelling documentary fact that Ercolini has in his federal court number 10. The complaint to Clarin and the Nation, file 3790-2014. As I say, I am Morales Sola's witness and I am also the complainant of Mauricio Macri and his government from 2015 to 2019 in the files of 2022, 2880 2020 seconds and 3599 2020 seconds. All of your crimes like that of Pharmapami. And extort him. The computer protocol could have some flaw, but your mistake, as always, is to extort the errors that the CIA cause. Their Cuneo Libarona, Purple, Clarin, and the CIA deliberately provoke extortion. So that whole press campaign is evident. All those blatant lies you made are legal. I am the witness. Did you have remains of drug left? Do you have remnants of your association with Pergolini, with Clarin and Macri, Cuneo Libarona? And with Argentine soccer, Musso, a goalkeeper who plays in Italy, Gustavo laughs. None of you will be able to separate yourself from the crimes. None of you are saints of my devotion. What they put yesterday. Santo Versace. None is a saint of my devotion. Not even the Versace. Even if they have a first name. Santo. Holy. As I always say, I am better than all of you. I am Gusti. You understood, right? I'm going to make you shit. You understand, right? Keep abusing that they are braggarts. That they will receive the corresponding document letter. If all of you abuse that they are going to turn Milei. How you turned over de la Rua in 2001. And you are going to destroy the federal capital and the entire Buenos Aires suburbs. We are waiting for them, but you have 6 months. You have 6 months, only 6 months. You bet on everything you can think of. But you have 6 months. Abuse that you are boastful, that you are going to receive the document letter. Abuse that you are boastful, that you are going to receive the document letter. So that Mr. President cuts off the satellite and his crimes. You understand, right? I'm not a friend of yours. I'm not a friend of yours. Now let's move on, since you like to blog and brag, Yankee. Just like you have Depeche Mode. You are you, I am me. Therein lies the real meaning of Depeche Mode's work. Your work doesn't even bother me. If you want him to touch me, he doesn't touch me. But that's the real meaning of your extortion. Cover up the children. It is the real meaning of your extortion, as you did with Harvard president resigns amid plagiarism, backlash from anti-Semitism testimony. You made it very clear. You used that entire note. It has nothing to do with children. That is your model of anger, fear and exhaustion. Because I have my model. I am my model. He is very armed. It is very armed. You are not going to stay with the model, not even in your wildest dreams. Not even in your best dream. Now, I repeat that you like to defame with fashion. As I said at a Carolina Herrera show, all those critics who are around the catwalk, they are all going to disappear. I'm going to stay with Condé Nast and make them disappear. To all those critics, everyone who is sitting around in New York, I'm going to make them all disappear, all by myself. I tell you CIA. Just like Victoria Beckham, she is acknowledging that the CTV videos are true, that you took Messi to Inter Miami with her husband David Beckham to send messages to me. Put all the American stars there in his stadium. From Kim Kardashian, to everyone else. Sitting around sending messages to me. I sent messages for you. And I didn't wear milk candy or dulce de leche. I still haven't put on milk candy. I am better than all of you. My model is already closed. You is also closed. The prison. It likes to flog the CIA. Graham, the Depeche Mode singer who is about 65 years old, is he Hebrew or Jewish? Is Dua Lipa Muslim? Is Miley Cyrus an Adventist? Are you two Catholics? Then everything will go to court. All your work, if it is pure stupid human corruption that cannot be denied to the American communication and streaming monopolies for fear of being left out. Or did you fill the basket with your other slanders and lies? All of this is going to be against the CIA and US in the International Criminal Court of Justice. Did you understand? That's why the article talks about the 1997 plagiarism of the Dean of Harvard. You won't be able to, nor will any of you. This trial will range from the accident with my motorcycle at the end of 1996, when the state came in, until I go to France. All of that is going to be whitewashed in the trial, because I am not a public person. Cannot present any witnesses. On the other hand, I'm the complainant, yes. The Argentine state cannot present any witnesses. And the only one that could is the Argentine state, because the US has nothing to do in Argentina. I never left Argentina. You can't present a single fucking witness. My story, that I am the complainant, is going to be cleared up in the International Criminal Court of Justice. All that is not said. In the trial it will remain in my conscience and life experience. Like each of the citizens of the world, just like all the citizens of the world who are not public persons. There will be no archive left, for any media, when I stop being a public person. They're not going to be able to say a damn thing about anything. Not even a controversy over a 25-cent Argentine peso to terrorism. Nothing that they can think of creating or suspecting. Did you understand? You continue abusing me, I are going to send a document letter to Milei. And to his brand new Minister of Justice. They would put him as Minister of something else. But not justice. As Dr. Nelson Castro says very well, forms matter. You go out of your way, you charge. One part is missing. The fashion, the important thing is the criminal charges. Depeche Mode 2023. So all the bands on tour during 2023. Trump 2023. With his lawyer and ABBA mad, all bands are going to be investigated by lawyers. All films are going to be investigated by the lawyers. We want the total defeat of all of you. Total. Of all your fashion brands. Total. All those who attack me. We want total defeat. They made it very clear to me in that fashion video. Donatella and Versace are attacking me. Shamelessly the Versace family. Santo Holy Versace. Yes. The saints are in heaven. Donatella, you and your family have another option. Suicide. Some are going to commit suicide, Donatella. But not me. Let's continue. The models. 2023. Who have the brains to know if they look good on camera? In photo sessions and more of that, don't ask them. The others had a life, family, children, studies, those who are between 40 years old. At least they have life experience. Now those of 2023 have nothing. That's for sure. Now, don't abuse morons. Because Loli Bahia is already at Chanel 2023. If I want, when you disrespect me the most and want to humiliate me with my life and my supposed morality, which are pure and exclusively inventions of the CIA. There is the proof of their work updated daily. With these types of inventions the CIA wants to satisfy its entire interests and satisfaction. That's never going to happen, so fashion. Do not abuse the arrogant, because if not, I can take them all to trial. To everyone, especially the last litters. From Kim Kardashian at the Dolce & Gabbana show, where she eats the noodles, to today, I'm going to take them all to court. Now let's wait for the tests. Hell is lovely. I'm going to be out of hell. So, the Argentines already know, abuse, and I give you a document letter. My dad is abusing everyone. For now, the only flesh I see is Claudine Gaze. She is a public person, with a public position. I am an unknown Argentine citizen. I am the unknown Argentine soldier only known to Europe. I caught the CIA. How sad about you. Keep participating.